What's going on, my beautiful Mercy gang? And we got another story time video for you today. It might be a little bit long because, I gotta make sure that I get this story right. But this one is kind of a interesting one. Let me tell you. Alrighty, let's get into it. So this story takes place in a restaurant that I used to work at just a couple years ago, I'd say. And this story, me and my boss, we basically hired this one delivery driver on the spot. We had nobody else to come in and work. This one kid, no joke, called us up that morning, asked us for a job. We're like, yeah, sure, come on in, let's start working. Delivery job is pretty simple. You just come there, drive to the address, and come back with the money. So he comes in, we write down his name, his phone number, all the stuff. We get all of his information. We start talking to him, walking him around everywhere, showing him everything. And he honestly seemed like a normal dude. There was really nothing wrong with him. And, maybe he was a little quiet. But other than that, he was there for maybe about 45 minutes. And I see him, kind of looking around a lot. You know what I mean? Normally you go in somewhere, you don't really look around too much, because it's not like you just got the job, but you have people walk you around a little bit. This guy was kind of wandering, so it kind of rang some alarms in my head a little bit. So my boss goes, hey, can you go pick up the bread from our bread distributor? It's right down the road. You just come back and then hopefully we'll have your first delivery. And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So okay, I just had to pause this video real quick. Did you see that I just hit a fucking triple headshot? He goes out, and about 30 minutes goes by, and he's not coming back. And the place is across the street. So, we're like, yeah, this dude definitely dipped. There's something real weird. And me and my boss are talking. We're like, yeah, what could we have done? I don't understand. Why did he just decide to not come back? So we're like, whatever. So I have another employee that comes in, and this employee, we're gonna call him, what are we gonna call him? Let's call him Nick. Nick is the biggest fucking dude that I've ever seen in my life. Nick is 6'9", almost 300 pounds. He's not he's chunky, but he's just naturally a huge dude. He put his hand to my hand one day, and his hand is double my hand, bro. So I have to get that straight for the rest of this story because the story is really funny. The employee that we hired was really small, 5'3" maybe, 120 pounds. Kid wasn't that big. So my buddy Nick comes in, and we tell him the story, and we're like, yo, isn't that really weird? He just kind of blew us off. It just didn't really make sense. And he's like, yo, give me his number. So I give him his number, and he goes, you're a real bitch for not coming back. Thanks for screwing us for the rest of the night. Something along those lines. You know what I mean? Kind of just trying to piss him off. And the guy goes, bet you won't have that same energy when I come back. So the whole time, this new employee never saw Nick. He was never there to see Nick. He thinks that I'm the one texting him right now. So about 45 minutes goes by. We're sitting there. We're joking around about the whole thing. And all of a sudden, the employee starts barreling through the front, bro. I hear the door open. This man starts walking right towards the back. Me and my buddy Nick. I'm further back towards the wall. And Nick is at the sink closer to the new employee. And I go, Nick, that's the new employee. And this man was brolicked up. He no joke was making eye contact with me. He was coming straight towards me because he wanted to fight. I swear, I don't know why. Nick sent him one text message and this man was ready to fight. I said maybe 3 sentences to him in 30 minutes. He was completely deranged. So this guy comes in, he's barreling in, he's like, you want to talk all that shit? Come on, let's fucking scrap right in here. And I'm like, we can do this. And Nick had the worst type of anger issues. So Nick jumps in front of me, bro. His back flares up. He's like, scariest fucking man that I've ever fucking witnessed, bro. He's like, well, you want to fight? I sent that text, little bitch. What you gonna fucking do about it? And like, this kid, no joke, his eyes light up. He starts walking backwards. He's like he knew he fucked up so bad coming back, bro. As he's backing up, he picks up one of our it's like a spatula that cleans the grill, and it's sharp as fuck, bro. He picks that shit up, and he's like, go ahead. What do you want to come? I'll fucking stab your ass. And Nick goes, oh yeah, bitch? And he turns around to the fryers, dips 2 fryer baskets in the oil, and picks them up and starts walking towards them. He's like, come on, pussy, you want to see who's got better guns? Let's get it. And he starts walking towards him. I'm like freaking out because I'm like, yo, like, I can't stop Nick. Like, Nick has like serious anger issues. Like, I've never even seen him fight nobody. I've seen him mad, and like, he's a scary fucking dude, like, for real. So I was like, yo, like, Nick is gonna kill this kid. Like, Nick is like 6 times his size. So he's walking him out, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, at least Nick's just gonna get him outside. So Nick gets him to drop, whatever kind of spatula knife thing that he had. Nick drops his fryer baskets, and I'm walking outside to make sure that everything is alright. You know, he doesn't get shot or something, you know. I don't know this fucking guy. He's like random. So they walk outside, and Nick is like, who the fuck do you think you are coming over and trying to do that shit in my place? And this little boy, bro, he's looking up like this to him, like neck broke up and everything. And this man, I watched him swing on Nick. He threw the first punch at Nick. I was scared for him, boys. I was sick to my stomach when I saw it, because like I like some action, don't get me wrong, but this was not no action, man. This was like a pure beatdown. Like, he swung on Nick, and Nick fucking didn't even ball up a fist. Nick literally hand slapped him, and he hit him right on the side of his head. Nick's whole hand, the size of this kid's fucking head, mushed him. He fell fucking 5 feet to the left, fell on the concrete. And bro, Nick just got on top of him and started beating his fucking face in. Like, and this kid Nick was fighting back. Like, it wasn't like he was just getting his ass beat. Like, this kid Nick would not stop leaving him alone. So Nick is like beating his ass, like, senseless. And he gets up, and I'm like, yo, Nick, bro, like, he's good. Like, that's it. Like, you're gonna kill this man. So I get Nick up, and like, we throw like his hat and his phone towards him, and we're like, bro, just get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, we're not gonna call the cops. We don't call the cops. So like, you swung first. Like, you're gonna call the cops. You go to jail. So like, just get the fuck out. Like, we're good. So he's like, nah, fuck that. You didn't knock me out yet. You didn't knock me out yet? Oh my god. That was the worst thing Nick could have heard, bro. Nick literally walked right up to him and clocked this man so hard, I heard his fucking teeth fall out of his mouth. He had a split lip. He was talking, and there was blood coming down his face. He had no front teeth because that one punch that Nick did, because Nick was like hitting him, but that time, like, he knew. Like, Nick wasn't even trying half the time, because like, the punch that he threw that man, he fucking stepped back, fell to the ground, and his eyes were like dazing out, and like, he like was losing consciousness. And he gets back up, and we're like, bro, like, please just leave. Like, I'm asking him, like, dude, like, nobody even wants to fight you, man. Like, you're really just crazy. Please just leave. Like, and the guy like rolls out, he leaves, and I'm like, yo, Nick, like, you fucked that man up so bad, like, so bad. Like, and he's like, he wouldn't, like, I mean, this dude was genuinely attacking Nick. It wasn't like Nick just gave him a raw beatdown. I mean, this man like was trying to fight him. I was double that man's size. I would never throw a punch at Nick. So, about 15-20 minutes goes by, and the Dunkin' Donuts that was in the same parking mall as us ended up seeing the whole goddamn thing. They called the cops, you know. The cops end up coming. We explained the situation to them. Everything was all good, and they were like, yeah, well, we're going to have a cop just posted up in this parking lot for the rest of the night. And we're like, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. Like, yeah, it's all good. No, my Nick didn't get in any trouble, of course. They didn't even ask for the footage. They just took what we said, and that was it. About 20 minutes goes by. Cop is sitting at the end of the parking lot. I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and Nick sees me right inside, and all of a sudden, gray Mini Cooper comes fucking flying into this parking lot, 60 miles an hour, I shit you not. Slam on the brakes, fucking pulls into the parking lot, parking space right in front of me, and I'm like, I fucking throw the cigarette, I run inside, and I'm like, Nick, they're back. This man was squad deep, boy. He was in the passenger seat. I saw his bloody, ugly face in the passenger seat. He had some big fucking dude in the driver's seat. He had 2 people in the back. Dude, who knows? Like, I don't know what would have happened. So I run in, and of course I get my man Nick. Nope, I get Nick. So I run in to get Nick, and as I get Nick comes running out, and Nick, as he's running towards the car, the one guy saw the cop in the parking lot, and he fucking pulls on out, starts dipping out, and then like the cop never saw anything. This parking lot is 100 by 100 feet. There could maybe be 30 cars at the most in this parking lot. It's not even a big parking lot. And he's sitting there watching it in the parking lot. Watch this man driving 60 miles an hour, skirt out, almost hop out the car, and the pig cop sits there. And like the people end up rolling out, and me and my buddy Nick are just like looking at the cop, and we're like, is he even gonna like trot? Like what's going on? Like, another 20 minutes goes by, the cop pulls up into my store and goes, was that Mini Cooper? Was that them? Legit 20 minutes later, we were like, yeah, bro, that was them. And he was like, why didn't you come run over and get me? And we were like, bro, that's your fucking job. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, he just like watched the entire thing and didn't do nothing about it. Nothing about it. Completely useless. So, anyway, boys, that guy never ended up coming back. Nick ended up getting in no trouble. I felt really bad about the whole thing because I shouldn't have even given Nick the kid's number, but that man got a royal fucking ass beating. But honestly, in my opinion, the way that it all transpired and the fact that he came in, he was snooping around, and then like he came back wanting the fight, that means that he was a hot boy. You know, no normal people that just don't like the job want to come back and scrap over a text message. Like, that doesn't happen. So what I think, in my opinion, especially because he came back with people so quick, I think those people were with him the entire time. And I think that he was snooping around the store because he thought, oh wow, maybe I could give him a fake name real quick and just roll up in and like hit a register in the back or see if they got like a couple $100 laying around and then dip on out. And when he walked around the store for 30 minutes and realized everything's in a fucking safe and nothing is left out and you're not going to take the $100 that's in the register right in front of me, he just ended up dipping out. You know what I mean? So either way, that guy was a genuine scumbag. He was up to some real scummy shit. So I'm kind of glad he got his ass beat anyway. But anyway, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed that story time. We're kind of getting into some more better ones, you know what I mean? I'm kind of taking a break away from the high school ones. I'm sure I'll think of some more high school stories. I definitely got more, but I kind of wanted to give you guys some juicy ones, you know what I mean? So I hope everybody enjoyed. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Peace out. It's Mercy Gang. Let's get it.